Hey, what is going on, everyone? So we have ourselves another video on the Scourge event. Yes, even from like the last 16 hours when I put up that video post store reset the other day, yesterday, they've already gone and changed some of the rewards. And so I want to kind of share with you what's been going on here recently. This is as of recording. It was like almost an hour ago. Wasn't that long ago. So Scourge event improved rewards. As we continue with internal testing of the first Scourge event, and I also want to say that for the record, this has been active on the playtest server. So that's come from sources of mine that have shared that this is under embargo and non-disclosure agreement for people within the Envoy program, and I guess those others who are privy of the playtest server, probably those alliances that are at the top. So they've been able to playtest this event before we get a chance to do that. So more on that later. We want to ensure that the rewards properly reflect the degree of the challenge. Today we'll be updating the rank rewards to include more character shards of Morgan Le Fay. Okay, that's good. I want to do a before and after shot as well, since we did that video from last night. And more gear pieces for milestone rewards than what is displayed in the event preview that went live yesterday. There will be some refactoring of the rank thresholds, but all ranks will get more character shards for this first run. Updating these rewards will require the removal of the event. So yeah, I had some anomaly detected issues. That's not really a big problem. That's back up now. You can check that in game. So let's talk about all of this and what's going on. So without further ado, let's get this show started. Okay, so we need to bring ourselves once again to the Pestilence Scourge event, now almost 2 days away, since we are on Monday, and this will be launching on Wednesday at store reset time, of course. So if you hit the preview button now, leaderboards, or aka the cheater boards, still empty. What I assume is going to be happening here is that it's going to be a rolling update. So as people get scores, you're going to start to see that, kind of like I think how like Dark Dimensions sometimes and Pocket Dimensions kind of works, but as people score, you're going to see who's at the top. And that's a little bit different than kind of how Blitz is, and you wait till the very end to see, or certain events where you see at the very end what their score is going to be. I think now there's, from what I'm understanding and what I've heard from others, that there is going to be some upfront being able to see who's ranking what and what scores. So that might be good in terms of being able to detect cheaters, because without a doubt, based on previous events, it's almost impossible to believe that they're going to get this right, 100%. So, and it's sad that we kind of have to come to this expectation or this realization that something's going to be fucked up, right? Like we're so critical because of recent events of how things have gone down that we just can't expect this to go off without a hitch. But anyways, the milestone looks like it's changed, I think. Now, I don't know if there's more shards in the milestone. I didn't really check that out. But it looks like we're looking for 100 shards, right? So 35, 45, 60, 70, 85, 100. So that hasn't really changed. So what's really changed? I guess they've added a little bit more teal gear. Yeah, they've added more teal gear in here. I guess the teal ABCs, maybe a little bit more orange gear than before. Otherwise, the numbers are the same. So the 1 million and stuff, all that's the same. The ranking, though, this is where things have changed. And I don't know what this is, but some people in my Discord and others have suggested this could be the Pestilence Orb that was supposed to be in the game that got taken out, that might now get put back in. I'm not entirely sure, because it looks really weird. If you actually look really closely, it says X15 on the side and then like 20. So I think this is an orb, but maybe... just maybe there might be pestilent shards in the orbs. That's why it says like X15. Maybe you can get up to 15 Morgan shards in this pestilence orb. If you guys don't remember the pestilence orb, they did have chances to have Dark Hunter shards in there, I think, as well, and some other teal gear and shit like that. So if that's what we're expecting, the top has changed in terms of its overall rank. So I believe it was 1 to 10 before. Now it's 1 to 50. But what I care the most about is the bottom. And so to compare this, I don't know where it's changed exactly. I know it's sort of and it's still in the top end, like the top 10%. But so we have 40, 50, and 60, right? 1 red, 2 red, at starting at 41 to 60%. Now I have my old video that I posted in last night, so I'm going to try and like work my way through this. Yeah, double Boilon. 40, 50, 60, 1, 1, 1. So you actually got, so the red stars have improved in terms of the thresholds. You can also see 31 to 40% is 80 shards at 1 red star. Going back to here, that's 70 So that actually got a nerf. 31 to 40% got a nerf by 10 shards, but you're getting one more red star. Is that worth it? I don't know. I think it is. I think it's actually a nerf. You know why? Because there's 100 shards in the milestone, and 80 would have got you to 4-star at 31 to 40%. Now you're not, right? That was the old. This is the new. Now you're just shy. Now if you want that 4-star, you're actually needing 26 to 30%, which will give you the 180 plus the milestone, including the milestone. So they've changed this by a good 15%, almost 10% of people are getting fucked now for the 4-star. So that's changed. Let's scroll up a little bit more. Well, you start getting the Pestilence Orb at 14 to 16%. You get 3 red starting at 17 to 20%. Now, where can do I scroll up a little bit here? There we go. So 26 to 30%. Is that, no, was that what we're looking? No, 17 to 20. What was 17? Was there a 17 to 20? Oh shit, I hit an ad on my own damn video. Well, that's annoying. Okay, come on. There we go. Oh my god, another one. Sorry, guys. I need an ad blocker for myself. Okay, so what were we looking for? Up here, right? We want to scroll up a little bit further. Not too fast. There we go. 3 red at 17 to 20%. 17 to 20% was 2 red at 100 shards. So this is really weird, actually. Where things have changed is actually that to get the 4-star, now you need 26 to 30%. Not 31 to 40%. So the other players are getting effed out of the 4-star a little bit. Now, as far as the rankings up here, you start to get... Let's assume these are Pestilence Orbs. Otherwise, I have zero clue what that is. Now, the 4-star seems to be active at the 5 to 6%. Sorry, the 4 red is active at the 5 to 6%. I know previously it was like 1%, wasn't it? I'm pretty sure. I hope I don't hit another ad. Actually, it was above that. Wow. The 4 red was well above, like in the top 3,000 or something like that. So the 4 reds are now being active a lot sooner. But as far as getting a 5-star Morgan, you're going to need 310 shards, which means you need a 210 shard payout. So that's going to be in the new system, still in the top 5,000, actually. Before, it was top 1 to 2%. So red stars got better, but shards got worse. 1 to 2% in the old system. Top 5,000 in the new system. So shards got worse. Red stars got better. Does that even matter? I don't know. They're trading in one for the other. And I'm not sure I like that. I don't know. Please let me know in the comments down below. Would you rather have the star levels or would you rather have the red stars? I guess you'll still get the 4-star and the 4 red if you score 5 to 6%, but you're not going to have the 5-star, which may be important for things like Apocalypse, because a lot of people are thinking that the 5-star is going to be more important. Now, I guess the question is, what about this? What about these Pestilence Orbs? Does it guarantee Morgan shards or not? And if it doesn't, then it could be worse, right? And that's my biggest concern. Is this overall net less shards than before? But that goes contrary to what they said. So I'm very confused, but I don't put it past Scopely to fuck us again. So let's double check. They said, today we'll be updating the rank awards to include more character shards of Morgan Le Fay. So where is that coming from then? Are these guaranteed? I think this needs clarification. I think they need to tell us. Is this guaranteed in this orb, whatever this is? Is this even in the game? Let's check. I don't think so. I doubt it. Maybe it is. Does it have its own event tab? Maybe. I mean, it's not... Actually, it wouldn't be in the game because I can't click on it, right? So that means that it's not... Unless it gets auto-distributed to you, like you get it and it auto-opens and you get that stuff, and it's not actually an openable orb. I'm not sure what is going on here, but that fucking around with the shard structure... That's not good. I personally don't like it, and I don't like the lack of transparency right now that we see. And then some people are going to say in the comments, well, you should just wait until the event. But I think that they've changed this in favor of red stars, possibly less in real shards. And I don't like that. And yeah, so I wanted to tell you that apparently it is going to be easier to clear difficulty 7 than we thought. There are some sources in the Envoy channel who have told me, who have had the liberty of being able to test the Scourge event. And yes, it's using playtest server characters. So keep that in mind, that it is like G15, you know, level 85 kind of 7 yellow 4 red characters. But are suggesting that it is easier than we thought to be able to clear the events. Not including all the Scourges, but at least being able to clear the raw runs of the event. So you might be able to go, if you're a veteran player, you might be able to go all the way to tier 7, difficulty 7 of the Scourge event and be able to clear just a fresh, clean run without any of the Scourges attached to that. So what does that mean then? Does that mean that overall it's easier than the recommendations suggested? I'm not really sure. But what I do know is that Envoys and other playtesters have had early access to this content that a lot of us have not. So is that an unfair advantage? I mean, I hope that at the very least that they've been able to playtest the Scourges and see whether or not it's bugged or not. Because that was actually one of the largest concerns that I had, was the Scourges, right? And so there's a lot of them. I don't know if you guys checked out my video on the Scourges. There is quite a few of the traits. You know, this is a table that I created a while back, you know, and I did a video on this, and there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I have this table available in my Discord channel. You know, there's quite a few with a lot of different things going on here. If you want to take a look, just pause the video and you can take a look at some of them. And these are aligned by, in my opinion, how difficult some of them are. So the easier ones are at the top. These are kind of the average ones. Then these are the really hard ones down here. Again, pause the video if you want to take a look at it. Otherwise, check it out in my Discord channel. And I just, there's 39. And I'm wondering how many of them are actually going to be bugged on release. And did the playtesters actually get to test this to see whether or not it's working properly? Finally, I wanted to share something with you which is kind of interesting. This is Awaken Chaos Era, but they recently released an event that is similar to the. It's basically a Scourge event before the Scourge event got released, but it was a lot more simplified. So instead of a lot of random fucking numbers like above 1 million that you're trying to score, they just have a very simple point system. So, you know, you get 1 point for these different things, 2 points, 3 points for these buffs, and you can see some of them down below. So in this case, it's like, you know, must include elite quality heroes, no water characters, and then enemy speed, minus hero attack, plus enemy max health, you know, pretty simple kind of buffs and debuffs. And then they had the Grand event, which was like a lot of them, right? But it was still very simple in the user interface, the way that they did it and the way that they showed it. So basically, like, this was like all damage related, and you could just bump the damage up higher because you got more points for that. You can see here that there's adding additional enemy waves, -% hero healing, hero defense, hero max health, enemy speed, enemy max health, enemy attack damage, you know, and so on and so forth. And it was very simple in the user interface because you could just like add on to it to make it harder, you know, more of that, more of the same. And so you can see with the numbers, and that way that each category, 1, 2, 3, and 4, these were just different Scourges, right? You know, it was just categorized very well. And so that's what I think it should look like. Not like the simple, the system that's going to be in this Scourge event is you're going to have a scrolling bar that you're going to go down through all of them to see all of them, and then you have to click which ones you want. It's going to get really complicated with 39. Like, I don't think that when this launches on Wednesday, it's going to be launching bug-free. Whether it's the leaderboards or whether it's the Scourges itself, I'm very concerned. I'm very concerned about this. What the fuck is this? Are these Pestilence Orbs, and are they going to guarantee us shards for Morgan? Because if each of these orbs guarantees 15 shards, that's fine. Because that should probably make up the difference here, which means actually, if it's guaranteed 15 shards, then we would get a 5-star at, you need 310. So you need 210 from the leaderboard. So it would be guaranteed at here, at 5 to 6%. So if this is guaranteed, great. If it's not, get fucked, commanders. And I think we need some clarification on this before Wednesday, so that people can set their expectations properly. That's the end of the event, the video, guys. Let me know what you think about the changes so far to the Morgan Pestilence event. And of course, until next time, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you all later. And don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button, please. Definitely helps out the channel. We want to push our way to 10,000 subscribers here on the Boilon channel. That's my goal in the next little while. So please help me out and let me get there. So until then, I'll see you guys next time. Boilon signing out.